Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here, playing a priest deck. And I went up to 5-0 at the end of the last video, though. I lost a game to a druid. Quite a long, involved, and very heartbreaking game. He drew his last card, and then killed me with some big creatures. I might have made a mistake. I tried to burn him out. We ended up having a healing touch. If maybe I'd played for more board control with my Mind Spike instead of going for his face, I could have potentially won. I don't know. IQ of 80. A nice self-deprecating name here. This is a pretty bad hand. I will keep the Wolf Rider, though. Having the coin, I might end up playing it and another 3-drop on turns 2 and 3. Alright, looks like the Amani Berserker has spared me that necessity. I still wouldn't mind another 2-drop now, so I could actually play this on turn 1 on a clear conscience. With the coin, can I get that? I can't, not even close. So we pass the turn here. Voidwalker's very annoying. It doesn't die to the Golem. This is an aggro deck, that is for sure. So we are facing down the classic Warlock aggro arena archetype. I don't think there's anything better, though, for me than just to play the Berserker. I think Wolf Riding into a Voidwalker is a bit underwhelming, to say the least. I may end up coining into the Mechanic just to put a ton of stuff onto the board and try to halt his advance. Oh, he kills the Berserker. That, I think... Okay. Let's talk about everything that just happened there. First of all, I think he should have just kept going for my face. This is clearly an aggro deck. Second of all, he should have attacked with the Voidwalker first by attacking with, because the Blue Gill Warrior was going to die regardless, but attacking with the Blue Gill Warrior first turned on the Enrage, causing his Voidwalker to die. So he should have an extra Voidwalker on the board right now as we speak. Playing the Golem may seem tempting here because the Wolf Rider into the Voidwalker is still such an annoying thing to do. But I'm going to do it because the Golem doesn't really help solve the problem. If I play the Golem now, next turn, it's still the same situation. Wolf Rider just runs into the Voidwalker because the Golem doesn't kill it. So I might as well just clear out the board here. And yeah, he can start getting his cards back up via life tap, but as long as I keep the board clear, I'm just going to count on my deck being stronger than his. And he misses a beat. Okay, so this might not be an aggro deck after all, or it could be like a deck that tried to be aggro and failed. Or a normal deck that just had a fast draw. Let's eat some good luck saltines here. Let's see what happens.
Ready, sir.
Well, that's actually really annoying. Is it worth it to Mind Vision here? I think it is. Might find a good answer for this Silverhand Knight. Siphon Soul. Well, it's nice to know he's got that. That's for sure. Okay. Stormsuck Commando might be used to finish off the Silverhand Knight. Siphon Soul, it's tricky when you know the opponent has it. You, on the one hand, don't want to play your minions, but on the other hand, you've got to play something. Bane of Doom. Oh, jeez. Wow, what does he get? He gets a 4-3. That's a pretty good Bane of Doom. Succubus is one of the better things you can get. The worst are the Flame Imps, the Voidwalker, and the Blood Imps. Succubus is on the next tier, that's for sure. Alright, I think it's time to Holy Nova here. Yeah. Not happy about the fact that I'm losing my damage golem, but all things considered, it could be a lot worse. And card-wise, I'm still doing fine. Alright. Here I think is where the coin drops. To start growing the shade. He still doesn't have a really good use for Siphon Soul. Unless I had grown this a whole lot and attack with it, he might use Siphon Soul on it. That would actually be a pretty good way of baiting out a Siphon Soul. No Bane of Doom, just a plain old drain life this time, thank the heavens. I have no Shadow Word Pain, so no good way of getting past this. No good way at all. Alright, well, let's, so I have nothing else to do. I'm not going to Siphon Soul that guy. Let's heal up. Shadow Form to flip my hero ability. And ping this. See what develops.
The gates are open.
I have a truly ungodly amount of removal here. Siphon Soul, Mind Control, and Shadow Word Death all take care of business pretty well. Panda is not playable here. I'll use a Shadow Word Death because it's the most conditional of my removal cards. I could Mind Spike the Mogushan Warden and be clever here, because I have a Holy Nova, but no, we'll just keep it simple. Let's Mind Spike that thing. I don't want to attack into the Warden just yet. That seems pretty pointless. The Shade will get big enough next turn just to kill the Warden, and then it'll probably get Siphon Souled. He has a Sunwalker. Now I have an interesting choice to make. I could Mind Control it, knowing he's probably going to Siphon Soul it. Or I could Siphon Soul it myself, and then Mind Control whatever the next thing is that he wants to play. I'm not sure this is the right play, but it's the play I'm going to make. I'm going to Siphon Soul that. I'm going to hit that thing. And then I'm going to Mind Spike and Holy Smite to kill the Proclus. Trying to bait him into Siphon Souling the Shade of Naxxramas. Now the danger is that he has a Shadow Bolt or a Soul Fire to kill this thing instead. That is the danger. No, he uses the Siphon Soul. Okay, so now my Mind Control is freed up for whatever big thing he plays. Fairy Dragon Observe cannot be hit by my Mind Spike. And with Life Tap, he's got a lot of Life Taps. He could actually start to just pull away and go in the lead. Soul Priest. I'm basically just going to play this Soul Priest as a 3/5 for 4 mana. It will be good if I get my Earthen Ring Farseer, turning that into a miniature Fire Elemental. It does make the Holy Nova and my Darkscale Healer worse significantly, so I'm kind of hoping that this actually dies before that happens. Now this person's Warlock can get back in the game. He's got enough health he can keep Life Tapping. I am sort of like a hunter, though. He has to be a little bit careful, but he's got potential to get up against ahead of Beyond cards. Plays a Sea Giant. Hopefully nothing else other than a Life Tap. Hopefully. Death Lord. Alright, that's fine. I will accept the Death Lord. Alright, now let's steal the Sea Giant. Do I attack into the Death Lord? No, because the Sea Giant is probably going to end up hitting the Death Lord anyway, and he's used his Siphon Soul. So, barring another one, that Sea Giant should be good. Dread Infernal. I think the best move here would be to use the Death Lord to hit my Soul Priest, because you've got to figure I'm going to kill the Death Lord with the Sea Giant anyway. So he could have basically dealt 2 free damage to my Soul Priest. I get a Grizzly, which isn't that bad. Not bad at all. And I have a couple of options here. I could just kill off the Harvest Golem with the Soul Priest and his Mind Spike, or I can get 5 damage done to his face. If I Panda the Sea Giant will cost 5 mana to replay. I think that's actually the best move. I'm gonna Panda this Sea Giant to essentially heal it. And I can actually play this, making this cost 4 mana. Yeah, so I'm gonna do this. I'm not Mind Spiking this turn. I'm just gonna get some nice board presence. Whoa, the minion swapping bug is back. We missed you, not. And I've got a really good board presence here, so hopefully there's no Twisting Nethers I hardly knowers. As long as he doesn't have that one particular card, which he clearly shows he does not, I'm in good shape. Void Terror, hilarious. Well, it doesn't really solve the problem of, you know, this 17 damage bearing down on him unless he can give this taunt. He can't. He can play a Doomguard, which doesn't do much of anything. Killing the Soul Priest not because of its ability, but just because it's the biggest body, and I've got enough damage to kill him, so it's over. It, my friends, is over. Well played. Alright, 6-1 is a pretty good place to be, and I got 2 chances to make it to 7. I'm gonna avenge my... Well, I'm not really avenging anything. My last arena run was a Warlock run that went to 5, and that's really not too bad. So there's nothing to avenge. It's just nice to get my money back. Keep on building up the old gold bank. Gold bankaroo. Gold bankosaurus rex. What am I saying? I am saying it's time for some more good luck saltines. Zelfie the priest. It's kind of like stealthy, but not exactly. Seems like a good hand to keep. Turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. Hopefully I don't mind vision the coin. Seems like that's what you get most of the time, but not all the time. There's a Fen Creeper. Problem with Fen Creeper is it dies to Shadow Word Pain, a card I did not see, but which my opponent very well may have. We're gonna have the classic standoff. He plays a turn 1 Northstrike Cleric, and I play a 3-2 in response. I could have played my own Northstrike Cleric to be cute, so that if he drew a card, I drew a card, but I'd rather just go for the kill here. He seems not to have a way of protecting the Northstrike Cleric. Wow, it is just going to die. Awesome. So here I've got a couple of options. I could play my own Northstrike Cleric and heal the Knife Juggler and draw a card. But then the Ooze will just kill my Northstrike Cleric, so I'd be doing to myself what I just inflicted upon him. I think instead what I'm going to do is play the the Iron Fur Grizzly. My thinking here is that the Ooze will kill my Grizzly, and the next turn, if he doesn't play anything else, to repeat the threat against the Northstrike Cleric, I can play the Cleric and kill this up. Like a Thought Steal, for example. Perfect. Okay, so this is great. Now what we do is we play the Cleric, Farseer, targeting the Knife Juggler, giving me a card, throwing 2 knives at his face, and getting some damage through. So I now have card equality. He's got 8 cards to my soon-to-be 8. Does he really have a Holy Nova? What's he doing here? And I've got a good card situation, and I have a good board situation. I don't know why that sentence was so difficult to say. Is it time to drop the Cult Master? I don't quite like it. Stormpike Commando was shockingly good there. I could play the Fen Creeper and hope he doesn't have Shadow Word Pain. If he had Shadow Word Pain, he would have used it, wouldn't he? Alright, we're going to play the Fen Creeper. I don't think he has Shadow Word Pain. We'll just do this and this. Now, I could have kept the Farseer alive so that I could have tried to do something fancy, like Fen Creeper, damage it, Panda, replay the Farseer, and heal the Fen Creeper, draw another card off the Cleric, but that's a little bit speculative. Let's just, keep the board clear. Turns out that is maybe what I should have done, because now... yeah, at least I got a way of killing his Fen Creeper, but I would have been better off, I think, if I had had the Farseer still in play. Okay, let's see if he can deal 3 damage to this and kill it before I heal it next turn for a card off my Cleric. He seems not to have Shadow Word Pain or any other source of 3 damage. Mountain Giant. Well, it's a good thing Shadow Word Death is a card that I have. It is a good thing indeed. I'd love to play the Dark Scale Healer, but I am a mana shy. So let's draw cards. Always draw cards first. We heal. Draw a card. Shadow Word Death. Put down the spiders. And now he's got 7 cards to my 7, soon to be 8. I've got board advantage, Northstrike Cleric ready to heal for some more card advantage, and a life advantage, if that matters. And a Cult Master for some backup card advantage if necessary. So this is looking good. Please hit the spider. It hit the spider. Good. So now I can play the Cult Master and cash these spiders out for a scriptillion cards. Is that worth it? Yeah, it's totally worth it. So we're going to do this. Run in. Get a card. Run in. Get a card. Run in. I could heal it to get a card. That would be a bit greedy, though. Instead, I'm just going to play Light Spawn. Get a 5/5 on the table here. And if he kills it, I get a card off the Cult Master, so he has to kill the Cult Master and the Fen Creeper first. He needs a Holy Nova is what he needs. That would kill the Cult Master, the Fen Creeper, damage this. But he has Shadow Word Death instead, so I get a card off of it, which is good. Still got plenty of cards in the deck. He has a Holy Nova. Interesting. He should have played the Holy Nova first. That would have not given me a card for my Light Spawn. It's almost like he wanted me to get a card on purpose. Oh, man, I don't think he's making a good gambit, though, giving me cards. Let's just keep it simple. We'll play the Dark Scale Healer. He'll get a card. And we'll play the Soul Priest. Now that I've got plenty of cards, I don't need to heal myself for cards anymore. I've got the Wolf Rider and the Ravenhold Assassin for some more damage potential, and of course Shadow Form. He does have a Shadow Word Pain, he just didn't have it earlier for the Fen Creeper. Lucky me. And Boulder Vizd Ogre. Well, I can't kill the Ogre, but I've got enough health that I can do something which is almost as good, and that is ignore it. So we'll play the Assassin, the Wolf Rider, Now we're going to start pounding this guy in the face. I could have also killed the ogre by running these two creatures at it, but I feel like I can just burn this out and win. I've got Holy Smite and Shadow Form, and the assassin himself, of course, for some pretty slick damage. Holy Fire is a good card for him. It heals him up a lot, but it also takes up most of his mana, stopping him from getting more board presence. That means I'm going to have 10 damage coming at his face, unless, of course, he has extra removal for this Wolf Rider. So he kills it with the Ogre because he thinks that's the most valuable card. He heals the Ogre, giving me a card off the Cleric. He seems like he thinks he might win off of Fatigue. I don't think that's going to happen, my good friend. No, I do not. So we will hit him. Am I going to play Power Word Shield this turn? No, we'll hit him. Hit him again. I could Panda and replay the Assassin. And I'm going to do that because, honestly, he's demonstrated that he doesn't have any taunts. If he had taunt, he would have surely played some to stop the Assassin from killing him. So, I feel like it's worth doing. Is it worth it to play Power Word Shield to get a card? I don't think so. I don't really need any cards. In case the fatigue situation does come up, I'll leave that alone. So the Panda was pretty nice there as a technical play. Now, can he get a taunt? He can give us health, but can he give it taunt? He can give them both taunt. Oh god. Well, that's life. Sometimes they have what they need to have. Alright, I can kill one of them with the Assassin, of course, but the other one poses a problem. I could Shadow Form, but that only cancels out his own hero ability. Do I have any cards that will help me? Well, Mind Control would help me. Alright, so let's see if we can get a Mind Control for the future. We can't. Let's kill that. And I guess I'm just gonna play a bunch of crap. When in doubt, play a bunch of crap. So if I can, I have a Mind Control in here. Because I've drawn so many cards, I'm gonna get it eventually, and I can peel this thing away. Am I playing too aggressively? Am I going for the face too much? That might have contributed to my loss against the Druid. Maybe I'm going for the face too early. Hard to say. Hard to say. He's got plenty of cards. The Cult Master's not going to give him any sort of fatigue troubles, but Holy Nova will kill it off without giving him any cards in any case. Kills the Berserker to stop me from enraging it. Smart. And he heals up that creature to give me another card. I'm going to go... Okay, I'm not going to say thank you. That would be incredibly rude. He gave me the Mind Control, so we'll steal that off. And I'm going to just go for the face. Having said that, maybe I'm making the mistake of going for the face too much. I do have Holy Nova and Holy Smite for 4 damage. And then all it's going to take is some Shadow Forming to finish the deal. Alright, here we go. He steals this guy back. I guess that's to be expected. Gets a card there. He's actually going to use the Cult Master to kill off my creature. Pretty smart. And the Geomancer actually wins me the game because it means that I deal 6 damage with Holy Nova and Holy Smite rather than 4. I would have been able to play Shadow Form and threaten to kill the following turn. I could have done Holy Nova, Shadow Form, hit him down to 1, and then if he healed back up to 3, I Shadow Form and Holy Smite to kill him. He would have had to have extra healing beyond his hero ability to not die in that case. Luckily, that didn't happen, so we're up to 7 wins. Yeah! Money in my pocket. It's like gasoline in my rocket, because my pocket is a rocket that's going to space. That's right. That game would have been easier, though, if I would have just killed his ogre when I had the chance.
The light shall bring victory.
Well, the moral of the story is, Taunt is good. And Defender of Argus is a solid card. Can you believe Defender of Argus used to be a 3-3 instead of a 2-3? The 2-3, that card is amazing. His opening hand does not impress. It is underwhelming. I am not nearly whelmed enough by this hand. Ugh. Last time I had a slow start versus the Druid, we had that heart-crushing game at the end of the last video, and I lost. Kind of wouldn't have minded having a faster start against Druid number 2 here, Mr. Rainpuffs, but it's not to be sometimes, I guess. Holy Smite will not kill this. But the light shall burn him. I'm going to waste the battle cry of the Farseer. Try to use the Farseer to kill the Berserker if I can. Wow, this is really, I think, like the worst hand I've had this entire run. There's just nothing to do. Nothing whatsoever. The Omni Berserker, in my opinion, really is the best 2-drop in the game, but it does suffer against 3/3s quite a bit. Ah, Sanjin. Well, that'll protect you. That'll protect you, alright. Yes, it shall. Okay. Let's do this and that, and get a card. Oh, Northstar Cleric, Omni Berserker, where were you 4 turns ago when this game was freaking starting? Dumb cards. If only you could pick what cards you'd get. Wouldn't this game be so much better? No, it'd be terrible. I'm just joking, guys. It's gonna Wrath my Cult Master for a card or for the full damage? That's the question. A card. This is, in a word, awkward.
It's time for a little blow.
Playing a Northshire Cleric here would be very silly. He could just enrage his Berserker and shapeshift to kill it off. So I'll leave it in my hand and heal instead. Oh, Shadow Word Pain is such a good card.
Where shall I
Sucks that I don't have it. Another Druid of the Claw. Okay. Can't kill it with the Reckless Rocketeer. Can't really do anything. Oh, this is just terrible. This is one of those moments where you just like want to like close the game and stop playing because there's just nothing to do. Guess we'll play that and pass the turn. The game's not over per se, but I'm very far behind here. My opponent can just do whatever he wants, and I can't really respond to anything of his.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Buff up Druid of the Claw so it lives and kills my Darkscale Healer, and everything's at 3 health, so Holy Nova kills nothing? Sure! Geomancer. Well, that's alright. That is definitely alright, because now the Holy Nova will deal 3 damage across the board, killing off the Druid and the Berserker, and I can kill off the Scarlet Crusader. Well, that helps. That certainly helps. He's got 6 cards to my 5, soon to be 6. I could do okay. The problem is now as a Druid, he might have really big things to play. Man, that Geomancer was really good. But the Spectral Knight is a very good card as well. Interesting, does he have a Moonfire? Why did he do that? What the hell was that? Well, alright, I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. As tempting as the Ravenhold Assassin is, I think card advantage here, considering I have other things to play, is more important. Get some nice board presence going. Get a card. I will not bad-manneredly say thank you, but he did take 2 damage for no reason, and gave me a card. If he hadn't done that, I would have probably played the Ravenhold Assassin and called it a day. 6 health, very annoying when you're holding a Reckless Rocketeer. Very annoying indeed. He kills the spider, so I presume he has a swipe. That he's going to innervate? Or a Starfall? Oh no! No, it's a swipe. Oh, it's with spell damage. Well played, so everything dies. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, that's definitely bad. That's bad. Boy, is it bad. Better than the baddest thing ever. Yikes. Well, I mean, I did a surprise spell damage Holy Nova against him, so it's only fair that he did a surprise spell damage swipe back against me. Maybe I should have played the Ravenhold Assassin after all. Stampeding Kodo again? Oh my god. Well, is it worth it to keep playing this game? I don't think so. Let's see what we get, and then probably just concede. No, I can't concede. Let's play the assassin. Wolf Rider is dumb. Doesn't do anything. Okay, well, we'll ride this one out. To all of you, Boris, you can see too early. Outcriers. Play this one out. At least for a little bit. Second time in one day we got the Mark of Nature. Used to good effect. He's gonna claw me in the face for good measure. And Druids, who would have thought they'd be such a problem? Shadow or Death comically doesn't do me any good. Alright, let's do this. Heal. Shadow form. Ping. Play this, because why the hell not? And do that. This is very bad. But maybe he'll top decks and play some bomb, and then I'll mind control it. Bite. Uh-oh. I'm dead. Good commentary, Boris. Good commentary. Alright, well, Druids apparently are my weakness. Both losses have been to Druids, and I don't think I've beaten any Druids. I think I've beaten everyone who's not a Druid and lost to the 2 Druids. So, the moral of the story is, hopefully my next opponent, not a Druid. Let's see if my dreams and wishes will come true, or if I will lose. If I actually lose the next game, there is time still to start a new run. Hopefully a rogue, for once. How many, let me take a look at my stats sheet. How many runs have I done in this series? I think I've done a lot. I've played a lot of runs. I'm passed on a few rogues initially because I didn't really want to play rogue. It's not really my favorite arena class. Not really by margin. It's one of my worst ones alongside Warlock. Alright, I've played in 11 arenas, including this one that would be 12, and then I have not seen a rogue in quite a while. Gotta keep the golem. No, fuck it. I'm not gonna keep the golem. We're just gonna mulligan it. I really just want to get a Northshire Cleric on turn 1 or a Berserker on turn 2 once, for the love of God. No! Oh no! Everything is terrible. There it is! The Berserker! Finally! Okay, so hopefully he just passes on turn 1. Hopefully. Hopefully he passes on turn 1. Stop doing things. End your turn. You can click the end turn button right here. It's end turn. It's glowing yellow or possibly green. Well, yellow because you have the coin. You click the end turn button and you pass your turn over to me, Pyongyang. No, I will not let you think. You're not allowed to think. Thinking is forbidden. This guy probably isn't even at his computer, and then he's gonna hop back in and pass the turn and say he's sorry. Although the mulligan didn't take that long, so he is there. He made his mulligan decision, I think. I don't think the mulligan was that long. He's not hovering over anything. Slow, people. One of the most common comments I get in my teaching on the surveys is he was too fast. He talked too fast. It's like, what a dumb critique. Clearly people understand me. Like, if no one understood what I was saying, then I wouldn't be a teacher. I would have been fired years ago. Clearly it's your problem that you can't understand what I'm saying because you're not paying enough attention or because your speech processing skills are not adept enough. Don't blame me for how I talk. I'm not going to slow down and talk at a glacial pace just so everyone... I don't know why I'm so grumpy today, but anyway, stop thinking and make your move, Pyongyang. Do it. Do it now. All right, no, we're consigned here, folks, to a slow one. I hate these people inflate the length of the videos, make me able to do less games in a video because of their slowness. Oh wow, yes, it's a good thing you thought about that for 5 fucking years because that was such a genius move. With any less amount of time devoted to the coming up of it, you would not have been able to come up with it. Do 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 do. Doobity beepity bitty boo, bitty bitty boo, bitty bitty boo. Talks too fast. Seriously. Just because I haven't got all day to get everything out. Does it mean I talk too fast? Okay, so he still has his coin. He could play something for 4 mana here. Golem resists things like Hammer and True Silver and all that stuff, which is great. What's less great is I've got nothing to do next turn. And I might have to Shadow Form. Knife Juggler. Is that worth it? Or should I just Shadow Form? I'm just going to Shadow Form here. I don't know. It sucks that he can kill my Golem, but the issue is that I don't have anything to do next turn, really. If he doesn't give me a good use of Holy Nova. This turn I've got nothing to do, so I might as well just play like a Knife Juggler and Mind Spike or something. Dropping the Knife Juggler so the Worgen could kill the Golem and then kill the Knife Juggler didn't seem all that useful to me. Sword of Justice, not a bad move, kind of like Shadow Form. It gears you up for future success, but doesn't do anything in the moment, except let you kill the damaged golem that was going to kill off your Raging Worgen, so I guess it does do something. Is he actually going to make a recruit here? He is, a nice 2-2. So is it worth Holy Novaing? That is the question. If I play the Knife Juggler, it just dies to this recruit, which kind of sucks. Kind of sucks a lot. If I play the Knife Juggler and the Geomancer, I might get lucky and kill the Worgen, but if I don't have enough mana to then Mind Spike. Alright. I hate doing it, but I'm going to pass the turn here. I don't actually know what my game plan is. I probably should have just played something and lost a card killing this recruit. You know, I should have just played the Geomancer and lost it to the recruit. It was very greedy of me not to do that. Because the odds of him playing stuff dies to Holy Nova is small. It would have to be things with 1 toughness to start with, so that even after getting buffed by the Sword of Justice, they die to Holy Nova. I should have played a creature. I kind of went too quickly through my thoughts processes there. Man, I wish he had not killed my damaged golem, because then I could have gotten rid of this recruit and not worried about playing other minions. Coining the recruit was also a very smart play. It made a huge difference here.
We must cleanse the
Okay, so now he's got a pair of 3 toughness things. Well, it looks like we're going to angle up to try to do a Geomancer or Holy Nova on turn 7. Again, I'm a mana behind. I keep being that way. Do I play the Knife Juggler just to have it die? That seems pointless. We'll play the thingies. And I'm going to pound the Shattered Sun Cleric to pretend as if I don't have a Holy Nova. Or maybe that will make him think I do have one to take him from 3 down to below 2. Anyway, next turn the plan is Geomancer Holy Nova, and I just hope that that's going to be enough to kill whatever he plays this turn. So don't play any 3 toughness minions that grow to 4 toughness. That would be bad. Mr. Pyongyang, the slow paladin. Slowest paladin ever. Slowy McSlowerson. Dr. Dinosaur McSlow-a-lot. Good grieving gravy trains. Is he doing this on purpose just to tilt me? Maybe. Would you like that song? I just made it up. Alright, he heals it up, but joke's on him though, because this thing will die to Holy Nova anyway. Unfortunately, this thing does have 3 health to start with, so it will do this thing. This secret, I have a fear, is Avenge, so this thing's going to get big, and it will not die to my Holy Nova plus Spider combo. Whatever. If it's Avenge, it's Avenge. It's Avenge. No, it's Redemption. Oh, that's so much better than Avenge. Okay, that's much, much better. Even though my Geomancer now dies, at least I get to kill off this Earthling Farce here, which is all I really cared about. Whew. Okay, so this thing kills the Geomancer, then I've got 2 spiders left over to his 5 cards, and I've got soon to be 5 cards of my own. Apart from a little bit of a life disadvantage, I'm doing fine. Doing great. Got my Shadow Form. Got some big minions I might be able to play. He has to really take advantage of the fact that it's his turn and make some really strong plays for me to respond to. Otherwise, if I'm allowed to do whatever I want, I'm probably going to win. If I can just drop these guys down. I'll be in very good shape. I can even start growing the shade, perhaps. La-di-da. Oh, yeah, every turn is just like the length of the Mesozoic era. Wow, Mad Bomber, how lucky will I get? The answer is, are you goddamn kidding me? Jesus! The odds of killing one spider are very high, the odds of killing both are very low. So that was a whole fucking heap of bullshit. We will do this and this. And I actually messed up. I should have played the Knife Juggler first to get a Knife Fling. Maybe I would have hit the Tiger. But the Tiger can now kill the Knife Juggler, then I can Mind Spike the Tiger to death, and meanwhile the Shade grows. Of course, you could also play Consecration to kill both my creatures. Might not be a bad move here. Consecration just to get rid of the Shade. I would have liked to play the Ravenhold Assassin and Mind Spike, but I was a mana shy, as I have been the entire game. Probably I should have just played Ravenhold Assassin and Holy Smite to kill the Mad Bomber. Keep the Shade and the Knife Juggler in my back pocket? I don't know. He could also hit me with the Tiger down to 12 and just try to burn me out. I don't have any taunt here. And he's got 4 cards, so as long as he's got a good deck for burn potential, he could do that and win. If he has, let's say, a single True Silver Champion that's 8 damage, I can't stop.
Let me think.
I would already be down to 4 health, which is a hair's breadth from death. So to him goes the advantage, I suppose. That freaking Mad Bomber killing both spiders. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. And he's super slow still to top it all off. Okay, the Yeti will die to the Rocketeer. The Peacekeeper I don't care about. Looks like he just wanted to take less damage with his Tiger, which is not an altogether poor choice. So we'll play the Rocketeer. Kill the Yeti. Holy Smite. And Mind Spike. Do I reveal this? Do I trade for the Peacekeeper? I think a good option now is better than the best option later. I gotta just kill this thing. Can't afford to take much damage. This will not die to Mind Spike, story of my life. But I got some healing here which can help. And a Mind Control which can help. So, let's go ahead and do this. And I think I'm going to Mind Spike away the Recruit. There's not much point in Mind Spiking the control attack. I might end up having to use a creature to kill it anyway. I'ma be slow to respond.
Reporting for duty.
Blessing of Might. Ah, that's annoying. So that'll actually kill my Assassin. It also gets me low on health. And now I do wish that I had Mind Spike this last turn. Shit. Okay, well, we'll do this. Ping that. And get some board presence. Heal up a bit. Hopefully he plays Tyrion Fordring like the guy who played 2 Tyrion Fordrings against me in a recent run. One natural, the other a Faceless Manipulator. I could have won that game if I had top decked the Hellfire, but I didn't. Here I've got a decent edge. I have a hero ability now that can take out his hero ability, which is good as a priest to be able to do that. Normally, obviously, you don't have that luxury. And he's got the Beast. Okay, good times. Oh, hey, cool. So what we'll do here is Mind Control the Beast. Kill the Dark Iron Dwarf. Swing 3, and now we're doing pretty good. Paladins are not going to kill this very easily, especially if I've got other creatures to protect it. I mean, even if he plays 2 Hammer of Wraths, it won't die. He'd have to have a hammer and a true silver, and apparently he does not have that. So Mr. Slowman gives me a well-mannered, well-played. And I take away my 8th win. Yeehaw. Alright, looks like we've got time for one more game. So if I lose this quickly enough, then I can start the next arena, or if I win, we'll have to take another pause and see how far I can go in the next video. Alright, looks like my friend needs someone to help him with the tips and tricks of Hearthstone. Where do you go if you're a new Hearthstone player just starting out? A while ago I made like a series of videos for new directed towards new players, but those are pretty obsolete now. Things have changed a lot since I made those videos. Half the cards probably aren't even the same mana costs. A bunch of new cards exist. I guess I could make another series of videos for new players. We'll see. Alright, so finally I actually have a decent hand. I don't even know what this feels like. Wonders never cease. I can play the Panda first, then the Haunted Creeper. And then the Wolf Rider. Only it's not until turn 4 that I actually have to worry about what I'm going to be doing. Alright, he has a 2-drop. And our creature's little trade. And he's got a bear. Alright, the bear's fine. Unlike the last bear that I just couldn't kill, this time I have a Wolf Rider on hand. And we'll start to work with these tickling creepers. Both Holy Novas here and Shadow Word Death is a little bit alarming, as I have no need for those cards for a while. Love to play this Dark Scale here. I really wish it was a Chill Wind Yeti. But we can't always get what we want, and this is actually really bad. I have just nothing to do because this Panther, of course, is all stealthy-like. If this had been a Chill Wind Yeti, the story would have been very different. I could have just played it, had a 4/5 on the table. Now, because of its extra mana cost and a fancy-ass battle cry, I'm in trouble. And now I'm even in more trouble because I can't deal with this Fen Creeper because I don't have any Shadow Word Pains. Oh my. This game started off good, and then it just quickly went all the way south. He's debating whether to use the Panther to pop open my spiders or to just hit me in the face. He decides to keep it sitting doing nothing. Interesting. Yes, very interesting. I'm just going to play this thing. I don't know. I don't care. We'll see what he's got. Thyrsus. Thyrsus McGee. Well, he's going to use the Panther that he kept oh so preciously to kill my healer. Guess he was afraid of Holy Smites or Holy Novas and whatnot. And he's going to start to work on my face. Well, I'll play a Power Word Shield, even though it doesn't really matter. It's just to get cards. Okay, I can do this, and then this would be 3 damage, which still doesn't help. Awesome. Alright, let's hit that. Heal my thing, I suppose. Pass the turn. At 7 mana, I could do the Geomancer and the Holy Nova for 3 damage across the board, which doesn't kill either of his minions. Fun fact. But it seemed better than just to throw this down and have it die. Web Spinner will die to my Holy Nova. Is he going to take any time killing my spiders? I really would like him to. Ah, he will. Okay, that's good. That actually will help me make use of my Holy Nova here. So, Geomancer, Holy Nova for 3 damage across the board, which has happened a surprising amount of times. And then these spiders that he popped open for me will kill off his creatures. If he hadn't done that, both his Fen Creeper and the Dwarf would have lived. Well, no. Yes, they both would have lived. Instead, they both died. So it's actually a really huge difference. They both live or they both die.
Well played.
Stormwind Champion, well, at least I can use Shadow Word Death against that guy and play Northshire Cleric. Love to play the Ravenhold Assassin, but I can't afford to just get hit in the face for 6 damage. Unswing. I could have killed it with double Holy Smite, but hopefully I can just use that on whatever the next thing is that he plays that's really big. Use the Shadow Word Death while it's got a good use. And life-wise, we're equal. I can cancel his hero ability with mine, and I've got a little bit of a board lead. This is looking okay. King Crush. Well, I now wish I had used double Holy Smite against Mr. Stormwind Champion, because double Holy Smite's not going to kill that thing. Shit. I could do a Holy Nova and both Holy Smites to kill King Crush. This is like one of the most effective King Crushes I've ever seen. Jesus. Yeah, when you're behind, take risks. I'll play that. Play 2 Holy Smites. I guess I'll use the Geomancer, so 3 cards for 1, no big deal, and take 8 damage to the face. Thanks very much. Now I'm definitely behind. Oh, Christ. 6 cards to 4, soon to be 5. King Crush, really? Had to have a King Crush. Normally I'm excited when people have King Crush. It's usually not a particularly great card. But there it was super effective. Web Spinner? Did he get a Web Spinner off the Web Spinner or what? I don't know, but he's trying to burn me out and that kind of alarms me. Wow, he's really trying to burn me out. That definitely alarms me. Didn't steady shot though. Okay. So what we're going to do here is the following. We're going to kill the Web Spinner and the Novice Engineer as well. Then I'm going to play Holy Nova as a card draw and extra heal. Can't play the Soul Priest. I do need to be able to heal myself. Then I will heal myself some more, because I shouldn't be missing opportunities to heal myself. And I will do this and replay the Northshire Cleric. Not because it matters, but just because I want to put this panda down, and that was a way to do it without having to pay too much for it. So I'm hoping that his burn potential doesn't get any better than that. I'm at 9 health, kind of stuck here, because he's going to keep steady shotting me, I presume. Unleash the Hounds is 3 damage. Okay. Steady shot. Does he have another kill command? Seriously? Does he seriously? He has another kill command. You've got to be fucking kidding me. So King Crush and 3 kill commands costs me the game. Dumb, dumb, dumb. Well, at least this video will be the right length. I'm actually not going to start the next run because we're at 45 minutes. So thanks for watching, folks. If you enjoyed this video, do please like and or subscribe. And I'll see you again soon. And if you want to stick around to see what the prizes I got were for some strange reason, you can do that. Okay, lots of gold. This is 220 gold. Pretty good for a 9-win run. Sorry, 8-win run. That was not 9 wins. That was 8 wins. Nice try, Cheaty McCheaterson, Boris. Can we finally play a rogue? Can we finally play a rogue? Rogue? Yeah! It's going to be rogue next time. I'll see you then, folks. Take care.